back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm up with the next video of top 150 interview questions of LeetCode. So let's get started with the same. So the question is Roman to integer. So we are given Roman numerals that are represented by 7 different symbols: I, V, X, L, C, D and M, and we are given their corresponding values in the question, that I has a value of 1, V has a value of 5 and so on and so forth. So for example, 2 is written as 2 I's in Roman, just 2 ones added together. 12 is written as X and then 1 then I, which simply means X plus 1 1, and the number 27 is written as X X X X X V and 1 1 I, which means X X plus V plus II. So Roman numerals are usually written largest to smallest from left to right. It means that my Roman numeral will always be something like this or this or this, or I can say C like this. Okay, fair enough. But there is an exception. There are some exceptions to it, that whenever we have these 3 scenarios, like whenever we have a V and a X, and we can place an I before them in order to get a number just smaller than them. Like we can write numbers. So let's read the whole description. However, the numeral for 4 is not 4 times I. Instead, it's the number 4 is written as I and V, because the 1 is before 5, we subtract it, making 4. So it means that whenever I get some combination like this or like this, or like this is the main. I can't write 2 V's because I already have a 10 for it. Okay, fair enough. I can get this combination too. So I can be placed before V and X can be placed before L and C. So I can get something like this also, XL, and X can be placed before L and C can be placed before X. I can get something like XC as well, and C can be placed before D and M. So I can C, D and CM. So whenever I get cases like these, I have to subtract this value from my answer, right? So let's discuss one of the test case and the intuition, and we will be able to understand it. So we are given this MCM XC14 1V IV. So what is the output? It's 1994 in numerals. So let's get started with this question. So what is the value of M? We have 1000. Okay, fair enough. And is C greater than M? No. So I will add 1000 to my answer. Okay. So what is the next character that we have? It is C. So is C lesser than this M? Yes. So what is the decision for C? Either we should add or we should subtract. We should subtract the value of C from my answer. And what about M? So M is greater, and is the value of M greater than X? No. So I will simply add my M to the answer. So now let's move on to X. So the value of X is 10, but is the value of X less than C? Yes. So I will simply subtract the value of my X from answer. So talking about C, what is the value of C? The value of C is 100. Is C less than I? No. So I will simply add the value of C in my answer. Okay. So talking about 1. So what is the value of I? Is 1. Is I greater than V? No. So I will simply subtract 1 from my answer. And what is the value of V? It's 5, and it will be added because it reaches the last. So 100 minus 100 gets cancelled, and minus 11 minus 6, 2000 minus 6, so it turns out to be 1994, and this is my answer. So now let's code this question. It's pretty simple, and yeah, we have to follow certain rules. So now let's get started with the code. Since I've already coded, so I will be inserting all of these values in my map with their respective, and I will be storing my answer, the integer value, in my sum. So what I'm doing is I'm just checking the next element, that whether its value is greater than my current or not, and if it's greater, then I will simply subtract that value from my answer, or otherwise I will add my values to the answer, and I will simply return my sum. So now let's run this code. And yeah, it's working fine. And now let's submit the code. So fair enough, our code is working fine and the solution has got accepted. So what is the time complexity of this solution? The time complexity turns out to be order of n, because we are scanning through the whole string that we are given, and the space complexity turns out to be O of 1, because as far as the extra space is concerned, we are only storing 7 values in our hash map, and it's really constant in time, and we are just fetching and using those values. So the space complexity turns out to be O of 1. So I hope guys you have liked the way I've explained the question, and if you've understood, please do hit the like button of my video, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. And if you want to connect with me on topics other than DSA, please do refer to the links that I've mentioned in the description. So let me take a leave. Bye bye guys, and keep watching my videos.